Trinity Creek Winery, and with me now is local marketing manager, and we just found out that we used to be classmates in middle school. This is Cheryl de Guzman. Hapaday.
Hapaday.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about the winery?
Okay, the winery first opened up in March 11, 2011 to be exact. We opened up the day of the tsunami, so we actually just opened for 2 hours, but with that in mind, we did really well that day. A lot of tourists, locals, they were actually excited to see the winery, the first winery on Guam. We do offer a wide variety of wines that you can taste at our tasting bar. We pretty much open every day from 10 to 11 p.m.
You are the first wine tasting bar on island.
Yes.
And that makes you definitely stand out. And I know the concept, you were telling me earlier, that the concept basically derived from Australia.
Yes. Well, our owners are actually from Australia. They've been dealing with wines. We have our own vineyards for over 30 years. So, as you can see below here, these are our wines that we actually produce.
Since you guys are still fairly new, and you had a soft opening, you haven't had the grand opening yet. And we'll make sure to cover that.
Yes.
But how has the response been from the locals?
It's been really, really good. We actually have a wine club member which targets our local and military market. And what it is that we've asked all our clients who walk in the door to become a wine club member. Wine club members get a specific discount, exclusive offers. They are the first to try any of our new wines. They also can actually get other discounts from other businesses who plan to join in with our wine club.
Wow, and you also do fundraisers.
Yes, we just started actually. We had our first one, which the proceeds did go to Relay for Life with the Outrigger Hotel, and it turned out to be a success, and we try to cater to everyone.
Well, make sure you stick around because we are actually going to be sampling some of the wines here. You're watching In the Mix. With me now is wine specialist Ayende. Hapaday.
Hello, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. Welcome to Trinity Creek. Here you go. We have Crown, which is 90% made in Australia, 10% of the rest of the world. These bottles right here cost you a few $100s if you were to purchase this in Japan at the Senatori Winery in Japan. Ours is a little bit better than theirs because ours is a thoroughbred. This is a Shiraz grape through and through.
Now, is there any particular way to do this, or do you swirl it? I've seen the movies where they swirl it.
Well, swirling it only helps if it's like adding fuel to the fire, basically. But if you want to see the difference, smell it while it stands still, then swirl it and smell it. You'll be able to smell a little bit more into it. A little bit of oakiness in it, a little bit of more spice in it.
Definitely get the oakiness.
Yes. Moscato. Very fruity. Very easy to drink for the ladies if you don't like the alcohol taste and you like more of the sweetness, because this is like drinking a fruit salad basically. So it's a very delicious, almost quenches your thirst almost, but very sweet, but also you get the flavor of the grape inside of it also. But a very good wine also. Kifu wine. These, they spoil the grapes, they inject, one reason they call it Kifu because Ki is for old, Fu is for spoiled. That's why they named it Kifu. But Kifu is the bacteria that they inject inside the grapes, which evaporates the water out of the grapes, which just leaves the sweetness and basically the peel, which basically turns out from a grape to a raisin, basically. It just evaporates all the water. Plus, these take about 5 trees to make this one bottle. Your normal bottle of wine, it's 1 tree for every bottle of wine. These right here take 5. The Golden Flake Kifu, which has a little bit of golden flakes in it, but it's this just with golden flakes in it, but it's the exact same one though.
Okay, now this one actually I've heard a lot of friends talking about, so I'm interested to see what you have to say about this wine.
The red Kifu is basically, it's the cousin of this. It's this, but it's made out of a Cabernet, and it's sweetened up basically. Most of the Cabernets you're used to the regular Cabernet, it's kind of like a lemon, you know what I'm saying? It's very dry, but it's still juicy. But this one's got the sweetness in it, got the bold flavor of a Cabernet, but it still has the sweetness in it also. That's the good thing about the red Kifu versus the white Kifu. We have Sparkling Tiara, which the only ones. We successfully took 10 years for us to make this product. We're kind of like, well, basically the only ones that really make this product, mass produce it. It's almost kind of like a champagne, but it's still more on the wine side because it still has the bubbly. It's really got a lot of acidity in it, which makes it very foamy, kind of like champagne, but it still has the taste of a wine, basically. Chardonnays, this is your typical Chardonnay. Kind of lemony lines, kind of zesty, kind of like, almost like salad dressing almost. Cabernet Sauvignon, very good one. Very bold, very full flavored. Immensely bold with the flavor, but it's very juicy, almost like a lemon. You eat it, it's a little bit dry, but after it excites your taste buds, your mouth start watering. The skin on the Shiraz is a lot thinner versus that Cabernet. Cabernet is usually thicker skin, so that's where you get the wine flavor from. That's that immense taste you taste. So this is a little more subtle on that, but you still be able to taste the subtle tannins of a little bit of oak in it. Has a little bit of oakiness, a little bit of licorice flavor to it, black oak, things like that, but nice and subtle. That is our Eternity Creek special right there.
And you're open every day.
Yes, Monday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m.
And they can ask for?
Allende Hempstead. Thank you very much.
Keep it tuned. Up next,